time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds his man, it's Martin. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell.
Taking a shot on the first play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to...
Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Manning. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups, you can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Gun to give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Longhorns will hustle for the line.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Grant behind the line. It's Martin. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Sends it downfield. Snags it on the right. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Big play to start the drive. A little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Ferguson. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's the pressure. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Complete to the left. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Razorbacks have moved it inside the 20. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, looking for a space. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Looking for space, it's Martin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Give to the running back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Young. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They boot it away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the returner will be brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Manning. That's caught, it's Ferguson. There he goes! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. From the gun. Here's the heat. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Arkansas. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? With the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to the...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I think that's time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires to the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. No, he got loose. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Razorbacks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. The last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it? He's got it along the sideline. Wide open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going for the big play. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. From the gun. Give on the inside. And there was no stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A first down for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Young. Here comes the offense on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Encroachment defense. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Just too much. Time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly complete. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. In the gun end, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And they'll... lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Buys a little time with his feet. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Moulton. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Quickly complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Running back searching for a hole. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Manning. Fires to the right. Hits the open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Brown. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Dances away to buy time. Let's it fly. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Under fire. Right on target this time. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Using his feet. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the air, looking to buy time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations?
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Leaves it with the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let him have those running lanes, those holes to break.
Turning it on! They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Makes a connection. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabs it in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a crease. It's Martin. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. Quick step and go. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside the 15, here comes the return.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over Boise State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Texas offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. To the air on second down. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to bring it back. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane. He put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on second down. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Wingo. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Lost to throw again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Right down the gut of the field. And the defense got it. Past the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. The 30. Inside the... And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple of possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Manning. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising racing toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gives it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. On the move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the pummeling has started. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. And he loses the football. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people pointing to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.